Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going over to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, we've got a CoinsKid crew. So at the minute, XRP is kind of crabbing and going sideways, and this is why I do look at other opportunities on some of the other altcoins. Okay, so far so good. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have noticed all the trade setups that I've been posting on Twitter. So please do follow me on Twitter. I will try and make a channel in which I just keep the trades on that channel, because I do post all sorts of macro content and ideas and sometimes memes and things like that, you know, on Twitter. So it might be a bit sort of clustered, but I will try and find a designated channel, possibly inside the, you know, the Discord right there, to post the trade setups that we're looking at on a regular basis, long and short. You know, we rode a beautiful AVAX short around about 6% back down to a level of support that absolutely bounced off that support like a boss. It was a beautiful trade, and I remember the people on there as well who were really overly bullish and were saying it weren't going to happen and things, but it did. You know, it was a beautiful little setup, and this is what we do. We go long and short on the channel. You know, we've been short on XRP, we've been long on XRP, and this is what we try and do and identify the waves and the moves on a daily basis for you. Okay, so there's no bias, but please do follow me on Twitter right there and get involved in the community, because equally from the AVAX short there was opportunities on Neo 17% long, Litecoin 20% long, Makercoin 16% long, XLM was a beautiful trade out of symmetrical triangle, absolutely beautiful trade around about 16%. So these are the opportunities we can identify on a daily basis for you if you just jump onto Twitter, because it's quite difficult to make a million videos on different coins. But anyway, at the moment, aside from that, it's an XRP video, I do apologize. Aside from that, at the moment, XRP is building a base here, isn't it, on these EMAs. You know, you sort of came back down here possibly in impulsive, and you're making a higher low and you're consolidating a range and looking to go. So at the moment, what we can do is just drop a level of support in here, some kind of ascending triangle support. I did show you this the other day, that possibly if we do go through some kind of flat correction here for XRP and we're just kind of consolidating in a range, holding these EMAs while the rest of the market's doing whatever it wants to do, XRP will build a base and break eventually. Okay, so what we're looking for, if we do begin to break down, then for me, I'm putting some bids on that green trend line. Okay, and that really is that simple. But one thing we're doing right here in this particular cycle is very similar to what we're doing off this bottom, and I'll go through this with you. And this is something we're looking at, this big leading diagonal here off this possible spring in March 2020. We've got a very similar situation here. This is a spring, and what we're looking at is some kind of 1, 2, 3, and we're caught in some kind of correction at the moment, just like we were here. Okay, so we've got the 1, the 2, the 3, and then we're caught in a correction, holding the EMAs, and eventually broke out and put that massive move in there for XRP. Okay, when people were really fearful, I remember it really well, but it was a beautiful trade. We came back in the big ABC. This came back a lot deeper than anticipated, because obviously this big crash here, this big god candle, which was obviously opportunity looking back at it in time, was because of the SEC coming out with that bullshit at that time. Okay, so I don't necessarily envision we'll get out like that again, but who knows. But so far so good. We're looking for the continuation here. We're looking for a 1, like we got the 1 there. We're looking for the 2, like we did get. We're looking for the 3, like we got there. We got that. And right now this is some kind of wave 4 correction, wasn't it? And right now you're still caught in this wave 4 correction until you break this high. So obviously at the time the support for this particular beautiful bullish move was this low here. If I was making videos for you, it would have been that low there as well. So this is why this here is the support of this bullish impulse move off the bottom, off a potential spring just there for XRP. Okay, so if it starts to break down and we lose this, then you can clearly see we're losing this beautiful green ascending trend line, which will keep coming back to a support, which is bullish at the moment. But if we lose all that, that's bearish. Really is that simple. Okay, so at the moment I can't be bearish, because we're doing exactly what we did on this cycle here. We're sort of going sideways at the moment on the EMAs with the potential to creep us up and then break that eventually. Now if we do start to take out this resistance just there at 0.5362 on the weekly time frame, I think XRP could replicate what it did there and put in a massive move. Okay, so where would that move go if we're sort of doing something similar to what we did here? We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we broke. Okay, so where would XRP go? So you can use Fibonacci to determine, have a kind of guide as to where we're going to go. So you can clearly see off this last high down to the low, you can clearly see we got to the 1618 on the eventual impulsive move, which is a huge move. Okay, so the projection is, if we do exactly what we've done before, this is your last high, this is your low from the spring, then we could be looking at a minimal target for XRP around about 0.82. So it's not bullshit, it's not hopium, it's simple technical analysis, and the support for this particular move is that if we lose that, that's bearish. But if we take out this resistance and the 1 fib at 0.5609, then we're in for a very good time here for XRP, and I think we're looking at that minimal target 0.8216 and a big possible leading diagonal impulsive wave 1 off this low here. Really is that simple, okay? So until we start to break down, I've got to remain bullish on XRP, and we're looking at a beautiful little setup. Now this obviously will start to come up and everyone will be like, you know, buying these big green candles, getting the big red dildos. Now please don't buy into the big pump. This is where you should be buying all this fear and all the blood and the support, okay? Take care everyone, back soon with another update on XRP, and please do follow me on Twitter. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.